So then this video is for you because I'm going to answer questions that I wish that I knew when I was brand new to crypto, because it would have saved me so much headache, so much problems. So what we're going to do, number one, we're going to look at Bitcoin. We're going to look at Ethereum. We're going to look at Solana, some of our key crypto projects to see, man, is it potentially a good time to double down and buy some of our key crypto project? And then after that, we're going to hop into some Q&A, some key questions that if you're someone who's new to crypto, if you're someone who's gotten into this trading and investing game, but you haven't gotten some of the results that you've wanted, like you haven't made your first 10K, first 50K, even your first 100K, we're going to cover some key questions and I'll give you guys the answers to those. So first thing is first, we are going to look at Bitcoin to see, is Bitcoin at a good place to potentially buy the dip, or is Bitcoin at a spot where you should potentially look to avoid it because prices are most likely going to continue moving even lower. All right, so let's deep dive into that. Let me move this screen over really quickly. Give me 1 second, you guys, just to get situated, and then we're going to get started. All right. So first things first, what in the world's happening with Bitcoin? Bitcoin's currently sitting, you guys, at 91K. It's sitting at 91K. Now, the difference between Bitcoin, the way it moved yesterday and today, isn't the largest difference. But look at this. If we start zooming in a little bit closely, and I want everyone to know this because during this time, the crypto market can kind of get boring, as people say it. And when the crypto market gets boring with a lot of people, what's up, Nathan? Good morning, my brother. Uh, Nathan lit. All right. So a lot of times the crypto market gets to the stage where it's boring, like some people say it. It's actually when the biggest move is about to happen. And I'm about to show you guys exactly why. Starting off with Bitcoin, then I said we're going to jump into Ethereum, Solana, and some of those other key crypto projects that's on our list. Number one thing we first have to look at is that XRP is on sale again. Yes, it is. How far is XRP? Is it hit $2 yet? I mean, has it? Yeah, almost. XRP is almost at $2, sitting at $2.12. Almost there at $2. So this was really important. I want everyone to know this, right? Howie is, thank you for all the likes that are coming in right now, you guys. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. So one thing I want to acknowledge that because Bitcoin crashed all the way down towards this price range right here. Sorry, give me 1 second, you guys. Let me fix this real quick. Give me 1 second. All right. Jeez. All right. Because we saw Bitcoin come all the way down towards this price range right here, boom, all the way down here. And then when it ended up making its way towards the upside, one thing we have to realize, it came down, right? Attempted to break above here. So Bitcoin actually didn't want to stay within that 90K. I actually wanted to go back above 100K, but it couldn't hold that level of support, right? We can see it came close here, ran up, came close toward this range, ran up, and then finally broke towards the downside. Now, here's where it gets interesting. When it broke towards the downside, it came all the way down to $89,000 price range. 89K, right? And then it ran right back up, right? Really quickly, it ran back up. Ran right back up towards the upside. So then that tells us two things. It tells us, number one, that people think BTC in the 80K price range, which is pretty obvious. BTC in the 80K price range is just thinking steal, right? People are buying the dip whenever they see prices down there. And then it tells us that, number two, because when people bought this dip, it didn't skyrocket all the way up here. Now we're playing in this zone right here. This is the zone we're going to be playing in. What we did right here is most likely what we're about to do right now. So what I mean by that is, as you can see here, if I zoom in a little bit closely, check this out. Bitcoin consolidated. Consolidation, a little run to the upside, but nothing special. Consolidation, and then boom, we had an explosion where prices really ran up significantly. Why is XRP dropping so much? Ashley MC. So XRP is dropping so much because the entire crypto market is dropping so much, right? You have to realize that XRP is subject to Bitcoin, it's subject to Ethereum, it's subject to Solana. So whenever you have the broader market, so the entire crypto market going down, then XRP is going to go down. And this applies to every single crypto. So here's like the simplest example of explaining it. Imagine like you're a little kid, right? And your mom and dad, they're millionaires. Because your mom and dad are millionaires, you're going to get to go to Disney World. You're going to get to go to resorts. You're going to get to, take swimming classes, horseback riding classes, and just do all these different things because your mom and dad are incredibly wealthy, right? But if your mom and dad aren't really wealthy, then you may not be able to go on much trips, as much adventures, and do all these things, right? So that's exactly what's happening with the crypto market. When Bitcoin is going up, everyone gets a benefit from that. Everyone goes up as well. When Bitcoin is going down, right, then everyone ends up going down, right? So Bitcoin is kind of like that mom and dad, and all the other cryptos are like the little kids, right? So they're subject to whatever Bitcoin Bitcoin typically does, or what income Bitcoin is performing at. Thank you for all the likes, you guys. Thank you for all the gifts coming in right now. I really appreciate that. I see you guys showing love. I see you, Jose. I see you, Ashley. I see you, TP. Jeez, you guys are blessing me this morning. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. So, with BTC, this is what I want to talk about, right? I just mentioned BTC. So just get ready. I just want everyone to know this. BTC will be moving a little bit boring. Are you allowed to ask what? How far down do you think it will go? How far down do I think Bitcoin will go? That's a good question. How far down do I think Bitcoin will go? Okay, so this is how I view the crypto market. Everyone views it differently. Oh, XRP. Oh, if Bitcoin goes into the 80K price range, then XRP is going to go to the $2 price range. Right? Thank you, Nathan. I appreciate that. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Nathan. So if we see, thank you for the heart. If we see BTC come down to, like, let's say 85K, if we see not even 85, say if we see Bitcoin go down to 87K, XRP is going down into the $2 price range. That's how I see it. Is dumping again today after the ETF pump and dump. Well, remember, XRP is subject to BTC, you guys. We can do XRP if you guys want. We just always have to. So here's one thing I tell everybody, because what people have to realize this with XRP, and it's with any crypto that you want to buy, any crypto you want to put your money in, make sure, thank you for all the likes. You guys are giving a lot of likes. So any crypto you want to put money in, any crypto you want to invest, make sure you first look at where's Bitcoin most likely going to stop. So let's say Bitcoin just gets a massive capitulation right now, right? We see a massive drop in Bitcoin. Bitcoin most likely going to stop down here. At the 75K is where we're going to see Bitcoin stop and then have a massive run, a massive bounce towards the upside, right? If we see a massive drop right now in BTC, it'll probably go down to 74K, 75K, and then it'll have a pretty big bounce towards the upside. So that means if I'm looking to buy more XRP, I'm not going to be like, oh, well, let's look at XRP. The next support's at $2. Like, that doesn't matter. I would first look at where's Bitcoin most likely going to bounce off. And then whenever Bitcoin hits that level where it's about to bounce off, then I'll go to my XRP. Then I'll buy my XRP, right? So just keep that in mind. Just keep that in mind, right? Don't look at that crypto project that you want to buy first, regardless if it's XRP, Solana, BNB, Cardano, Tron, Sui, Hype, Zcash. Always look at Bitcoin first, and then Bitcoin will let you know when you should potentially buy that other crypto project. All right. So I hope that helps. Right. You guys do whatever you want. I'm just a random guy. Right. But I have found that way is will get you a lot better of an entry. You'll buy at a way better price doing it that way than doing it the other way. Thank you, Devi, for sharing the live. You guys are haters. Who's that? XRP haters? Like, why are you guys hating on a crypto project? I don't understand why people. Here's my rule with crypto, right? I always say this. I'm like, do not get married to a crypto project, and don't be a hater. No, no, what's up? What's up? What's up? It's good morning. It's good morning for me, Nana. Nana, I have a question. What country do you live in? Because I always see you on live on YouTube, but wondering what country do you live in? Right. Um, so next crypto we're going to look at is Ethereum. So let's just talk about ETH real quick and what is happening with our ETH. Someone asked a good question. They said, "Do you still believe in alt season?" I think we've been in alt season. It's just people want alt season in their specific way, right? If you look at our alts has been going up for the past 2 years. We've had multiple alts uh, do a 10x, do a 20x, do a 30x, a 40x, a 50x. We've had alts do a 100x. We've had meme coins crush it. We've had AI crypto project do 100x. So we've had alt season, but not to the magnitude that a lot of people want it, and it makes some people unhappy. But the truth is that prices have still gone up. Like if you look at our alt season index, alt season, right? If you look at our all season index, we spiked up twice, right? It's not all season now. Well, yeah, of course, because price of everything is crashing. But if you look at the all season index right here, which is Marks, hang on, has a, geez, I have to like hide myself. Here we go. Let me move my face over. So right here, our all season index, it shows we spiked all the way up here, right? We were in all season, and then we had this spike again, and we're in alt season. But definitely our alts didn't perform as the way that they used to. It definitely didn't perform the way that they used to, and it makes sense. But we have to realize that this bull run is very, very different than the other bull runs, right? Like this bull run doesn't have as much regular. Sorry, this bull run has a lot of institutions involved, right? The governments were involved in it. Uh, this bull run, like everything from here to down here, it was just you, me, our neighbors, our friends. But now we have governments that are getting involved. We have institutions that are getting involved. We have banks, right? Institutional adoptions. We have small enterprises, massive, large enterprises, all getting into crypto. We see countries in Europe now creating crypto portfolios themselves. So it's really changed the market. Well, good morning, Euro. Good morning, Euro. Yeah, a lot of people aren't realizing that when we're talking about Bitcoin dominance, is that Bitcoin dominance was down and our alts were actually holding up fairly well. So if we look at our Bitcoin dominance, it's still getting crushed, right? Like, look at that. Boop. It got crushed, right? We're seeing a little bit of bounce right now today, right? In the past 4 hours, it seems like it's going up a little bit. But our Bitcoin dominance got absolutely obliterated. Right? Boom, that massive drop towards the downside. I joined crypto in December of 2024. Oh, well, if you joined crypto in December of 2024, then you still make good money. You still make good money. December of 2024? Look right now. If you joined December of 2024, if we go back, December of 2024, that's all the way down here. You join right here. December 2024 is right here. So you had all of this. Boom. You had all of that. So I hope you made good money. I hope you made good profit. All right. So Netherlands. Oh, if you're in the Netherlands, your time frame is early. Ooh, stop, bro. Don't tell me that. Don't tell me that. Don't say that. Come on. No. No, you didn't cash out. You guys, you guys, I'm gonna let you guys know this from now. And you guys know my rule for all my regulars. You guys know this, right? Sell on your way up little by little. Sell on your way up little by little. Don't wait for prices to hit a certain price. One of the biggest mistakes I see people make is that they'll put money in crypto. They're like, I don't want to sell till I hit 100K. And you're currently at like 95K. You're like, once it hits 100K, then I'm going to sell. Don't do that. It hit 95K, you sell, you take some profit. An extra $5,000, you want to risk 95K of profit, just make extra $5,000? No, you can make that extra $5,000 in like a 9 to 5 doing something else, right? But if that 95K goes all the way back down and you're left with 50K, you'll be like, dang, I missed out on so much. Or it goes, oh, worst case scenario I've seen with so many people, it goes down and you end up losing money. You're like, I was up so much, what happened? Right? So just remember, instead of trying to time the market, right? Be like, oh, I'm gonna sell when it hits the highest price. You don't know that. And then number two, instead of saying I'm gonna sell until my bank account hits this number, you don't know that. So instead of doing that, as you see prices move up, just I sell a little bit here, it moves up a little bit more, sell a little bit here, it moves up a little bit more, sell a little bit there. Kind of like the way people say buy the dip. Well, sell the dip. I mean, not buy the dip. Sell as it goes up. I don't know. I feel like I should create a word for that. Like I should create a term for that. Right? Dollar cost average out of the market. Okay, so now let's look at our ETH real quick. I would never buy BTC. That's a big mistake. You should definitely buy BTC because BTC is the number one crypto in the entire world. The number one crypto. Because when everything drops, BTC goes down the least. When you're new to crypto, Bitcoin is the first crypto you should buy. It's the first crypto you should expose yourself to. That's just my opinion, right? My opinion. But if you think, right, if you, as much as I love, like, oh man, I really like Solana, like, if I had to bet on one crypto project, like if someone kidnapped me and said, hey, I'm taking your wife, you're like, there's a crazy scenario, like you have to make a bet on one crypto project that 10 years from now, it's still going to be the number one project. I would bet Bitcoin. I would bet Bitcoin. Like like Bitcoin is king, bro. Like Mama Bitcoin, like she's it, right? It's so funny when people are like, "This crypto project is better than Bitcoin." It's like compare compare your crypto that you think is better. You know, everyone's entitled to their own opinion, right? Like everyone's entitled to their own opinion. So, uh, like, do put your money wherever you feel is best. But, uh, yeah. Okay. So now moving on our way to Ethereum. I just don't get emotionally attached to a crypto, you guys. I've seen a lot of people get wrecked that way throughout the years, lose a lot of money. So now looking at our ETH, you guys, our ETH is, let me, did I miss any more question? Uh, can you look at Sol? Yeah, of course, Ashley, I'll look at Sol and we'll do Sol. Uh, all right. I don't have big, so I said, no, don't think like that. So here, okay, this is for Sofa. So don't think like, oh, because I don't have a lot of money, I can't invest in Bitcoin, right? Like, don't think that. So I'm gonna tell you something really important. All right, so check this out. And this is why I say you got to invest in Bitcoin, especially if you're new to crypto, especially if it's your first crypto run, right? So you can see this. Um, Number one, you have to realize you have to ignore the price of Bitcoin. Like, don't don't like ignore the number. Like the number itself, like when you see this number, that's not the most important thing. Like, oh, it's 91K. Like that's not the most important thing, right? Like that's not it. Number one, why are we in crypto? We're in crypto to make money, right? That's why we're here. There's a really good book that talks about, it's called The Psychology of Money. And one of the things that they teach in that book is that if you want to win at investing, if you want to win at trading, the easiest way to make money in trading and investing is to be able to stay in it long. The longer you're able to stay in it, then it increase your percentage of winning and you'll be able to make more money. So the reason why that's so sorry, yeah, over time you end up making more money. So if you look at crypto market, there's always be a bear market. There'll always be a point when crypto crashes. So I'll show you a really important example and we'll compare different crypto projects. So let's look at Bitcoin and then we'll compare what crypto project should we compare it with. Let's do let's do Chainlink. Let's do Bitcoin and Chainlink. All right, we can do a lot. We can do Chainlink and DOT. We can do, all right, so check this out. And this is why I try to really show people so people understand. But some people just won't get it, but they'll learn the hard way. All right, so check this out. 99.99% of all cryptos do this. There's only like 4 crypto projects. There's almost 28 million cryptos out right now. Out of all those cryptos, the only crypto project that have done this are Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, and BNB, and Tron. Only 5. Nothing else has been able to do this. Every crypto will have a bull run where prices run up, right? Bitcoin had the same thing. Prices ran up. After that, once prices have run up, prices crashes, right? Boom, prices crash. Here you can see prices crash. The difference between Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, BNB is that if you're new to crypto, guess what? You suck. You're not that good. We're all new. Whenever we're all new, we're going to suck at whatever it is. When you're new to walking as a baby, you're terrible. You keep falling. Now you can walk, talk, chew gum at the same time, text. You can do that, right? So when we're new, we're going to mess up. But here's the thing with Bitcoin is that if you bought Chainlink, DOT, Polkadot, pretty much name any crypto project at its all-time high, right? Guess what? This bull run right now, which is here, you've never made your money back. You're down on your investment dramatically, right? This went up to 50 bucks. Chainlink right now is at 13 bucks. Imagine you bought at 40, 50 bucks. Now it's at 13 bucks. Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, BNB are the only crypto project where if you bought at the all-time high, this is its all-time high last bull market, this bull market, it went up. Meaning if you're the worst trader in the world, you know nothing, and you bought those 5 crypto projects at the all-time high, at the worst price, like the worst luck in the world, you still ended up making money this bull run. And that only applies to 5 cryptos. So when people are telling you, oh, ignore blah, blah, it's like, no, look at the data. Like, what's the data and what's the facts telling you? So that if you're new to crypto, why don't you buy Bitcoin, Ethereum, BNB, Solana, Tron? Because those are the ones that have the highest success rate in the sense that you will typically walk away with more money than you typically put in, regardless of what price you bought it. So that's why I always say, if you're new to crypto, don't buy crypto project that you just hear everyone's buying, that's speculating. Oh, this crypto 0.0003 cents, it'll go to $1 billion. It's like, that's not the best way to think, right? But to each their own, to each their own. All right, so now next crypto on the list, you guys. I think we did. Okay, so I wanted to look at Ethereum real quick because Ethereum is just, whew. Look at ETH. ETH is hurting. Thoughts on Caspa? I think Caspa is like 99 most percent of most crypto projects. Jake Christo, I think it's like most 99% of crypto. And the reason why Caspa is one of those crypto projects that did really, really well earlier on this bull run. Like it crushed it. It did so well. But if you look at it now, so this is how the bull run works. I'm gonna teach you guys this important lesson. This is how the bull run works, all right? So let's say the bull run has time. Like this is 12 o'clock, right? And then this is 3 o'clock. And then this is 6 o'clock. And then this is 9 o'clock. Okay. This is how the bull run works, right? And then let's say how this is how bull run structured. What happens in the bull run, what people need to know is that crypto projects that pump at 12 o'clock, when 3 o'clock comes, sometimes they might not pump again, right? They won't do that well. And then when 6 o'clock pumps, they like nothing really happens, nothing really happens. There's other crypto project where they won't pump at 12 o'clock, but they'll pump at 3 o'clock, right? Boom, right? And then they have a massive pump at 6 o'clock, and then like that's kind of it for them. So the reason why I say that is because the bull market isn't something that lasts like one day. If you look at the price of any crypto, right? Well, when we measure the bull market, we always look at Bitcoin first to measure the bull market. So let's just use BTC to make it simple. So if you look at the price of BTC, Bitcoin has been going up since 2021, like 2022. No, 2023. Yeah, right here, 2023. It's been going up since 2023. So that's over 2 years now, right? That's 2 years. For the past 2 years, we've been seeing prices move upwards. And during these 2 years, within the early stages, what did we have pump? We had meme coins pump early. And then what pumped after? Then we had AI crypto project pump. And then what pumped after? And then we have some like DeFi crypto project pump first. And then what pumped that? Like, so we see that there's other like different categories of cryptos pump at different times in the bull run, right? If we go here to coin market cap, you'll see categories, and different categories have their seasons in which they do really, really well in the bull run. So Caspa is one of those crypto projects where it actually pumped it didn't pump early, like it didn't pump at the beginning. I think it pumped in like the second section of the bull run, right? That's when Caspa had its season and it did really well. Oh, 100%. Listen, there isn't, for me personally, you guys take it with a grain of salt, but without a shadow of my mind, Bitcoin's going to $1 million one day. Not financial advice, just a random black guy here just sharing his thoughts. But I think Bitcoin's going to $1 million. People said Bitcoin would never hit $1. And when Bitcoin hit $1, they're like, oh, look, it finally hit $1. Oh, that's it. And then it hit $10. They're like, oh, it hit $10. You're really lucky it hit $10. Like, that's it. Better sell all your Bitcoin. It hit $10. Bitcoin's gonna crash right now. And it kept going. And then it hit $100. They're like, oh geez. Oh, what a miracle. Your Bitcoin hit $100. That's it. You better sell your Bitcoin right now. Right. And then it just kept going. It kept going. Then it hit 500. Then it hit 1,000. Then it hit 10,000. It hit 20,000. And people are like, oh, well, it's not gonna go any higher. $20,000, that's crazy. It's priced more value than some stocks. Like it's done. And it crashed at 20K. People are like, oh, it's over. It crashed at 20K. And then it just kept going. So right now, Bitcoin's finally getting adopted by governments. Governments are buying it. Banks are buying it. Countries are using it as their legal tender, right? So now it's like it's getting adopted and respected at a global level, and people are thinking it's gonna fail right now. What? People think it's gonna fail right now. It's gonna fail. Will it go down 100%? Every asset has its downtrend, but overall, within the long term, I think Bitcoin is gonna be the easiest 10x you ever make in your life. I think it's gonna be the easiest 10x, in my personal opinion. The easiest 10x you ever make in your life. Yeah, like no one believed in it. No one believed in it. But okay, now looking at Ethereum, I've been trying to do Ethereum for a while. Now let's look at ETH real quick. All right, so now you guys, one thing I realized with ETH, she is dropping, 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 dropping. All right. Look at this massive downtrend. This is crazy, right? Boom. Now, here's the thing when prices are moving aggressively down in this direction. Typically, the structure has a tendency of going down for a while and then it has a massive run towards the upside, right? Whenever we see structure move within this downwards direction, we typically see it have a breakout and start moving back up. Now, I don't know what day, what time exactly that's going to happen. But one thing we do know is that XRP at this range right here, right? This range is typically a strong level of support for XRP. Is there any XRP holders in the chat right now? Yo, put a ETH in the chat if you're holding XRP. I mean, if you're holding Ethereum, my mistake. This is Ethereum chart. Put a ETH in the chat if you're holding Ethereum right now. I want to see if there's any ETH holders. Low key Ethereum broke my heart this year, huh? Ethereum is one of those crypto projects where I thought that Ethereum was going to go all the way up to 10K. Low key Ethereum should have hit 10K. Like, let's be honest, right? We got some ETH, Camilla, ETH, Nathan, got some ETH, Managoop. I'm so sorry if I mispronounced your name. Got some ETH. Stephanie, I sold my 500. You sold your XRP at $3. Good work. That's smart. Take profit. Take profit. Especially when you see all-time high. King Trey got some ETH. Joseph got some ETH. Got some ETH and you're holding. That's good. That's good. I like that. Yo, you guys, I like ETH too. I remember when my wife, I think it was like 4 years into our marriage, my wife and I are like, all right, let's have kids now. Got married super fast, you guys. I have sharks. I got sharks. Round round, my swimmers are sharks. So boom, she got pregnant like, I swear, the next week. And then when she told me she was pregnant, I'm just like, the third thing that came to mind, I'm like, oh, dang, I got to start buying crypto for my little man, right? Low-key, I knew it was a boy. It happened to be a boy. Gang, gang. Let's go. Boy gang all day, every day. And then I started buying Ethereum for him, like aggressively. So I was buying like a lot of Ethereum, a couple of $1,000s of Ethereum every single week for him. And then one thing I realized, though, was it wasn't sustainable. So I wanted to say this for everyone who says is holding ETH and they've been holding it for a while. Because I'm buying like thousands of dollars every single week. Like, I'm not going to do this for the rest of his life. I want to give it to him when he becomes that age of accountability. Maybe walks down the aisle with him and his wife and so on. But for everyone who's holding Ethereum and you're holding it for a very long time, right? Look to make some passive income from your Ethereum. Like, look to stake some of your ETH. Now, you don't have to stake all your ETH, but look to stake some of it, right? Because ETH is one of those crypto projects where this bull run, yeah, it did good. But to be honest, I thought Ethereum should have done way better. Like, in my opinion, I think Ethereum should have actually hit closer towards $8,000. Why? Because Bitcoin doubled from its all-time high, but Ethereum didn't. So because it didn't do that, I'm like, dang, ETH, it kind of disappointed me. But I think ETH is one of those crypto projects where we're going to see how it performs. It's resilient. It has the biggest ecosystem. People still build on ETH. If you're holding ETH and you're holding it for the long term, look to stake some of your ETH so you can make some passive income from it, right? So I will say that. You don't have to stake all of it, but definitely look to stake some of it. Yeah, my son's name. That's funny. Nah. Nathan, you're hilarious. uh, you should go to 6,120K, but it didn't. It will one day. I hope it does. I hope it does, Stephanie. Uh, okay, so with Ethereum, right, is Ethereum dropping towards this major level of support right here, right? This price range is between that 2,800 to that 2,300. Now, in my private community, you guys, when prices were dripping, and Nathan, you know this because I said this. I never said buy the dip this time. I never said it because I saw the way prices were dropping. I'm like, this isn't a regular drop. Like, this is very weird and it's irregular. And it made me think that prices are probably going to continue to go down. So, because of that, I didn't buy this dip. I'm like, sorry, I think it was this dip. I didn't buy it. And I'm like, well, thank goodness, right? Because it had a small bounce and then prices just continue to drop. Here's the crazy part with ETH. ETH actually went below $3,000 price range. Right now we're seeing ETH. It's just like it's fighting for its dear life to not go back into the $2,000 price range, right? But I believe it did hit. It did go as low as 29288. Yeah, it went to 29 something. Right. It went down to I will do so. I will do so. Don't worry, Ash. I'm gonna do so. I bought some crumbs because my DCA weekly. That's good. That's good. That's good. Nathan, no, buy some crumbs. Right? It's good to DCA a little bit, right? But we saw it drop down to that 299 price range. So for anyone who is currently holding ETH, right? I will say this for you guys, right? Is that when it comes to your ETH, if you're down on your position, so let's say I bought ETH right here, right? I bought ETH at $4,000 or something. If you see ETH in the $2,000 price range, I would say, just my opinion, it's a great price to possibly accumulate more ETH because now you're cutting your average buy cost in half, right? You're cutting it almost in half, even if it's not half. Maybe it's not 50%. Maybe it's like 40%. Maybe it's 30%. Like it's a good chunk. And what we have to realize with ETH, this price for Ethereum is a good price to potentially see prices bounce up. Now, it's a huge range, right? So what do you do since it's a huge range? So let's say you have an extra $200 you want to put in, right? Buy 100 here and then buy the other 100 down here, right? Don't put it all in one price. Split that bad boy up, right? Split that bad boy up. 100 there, 100 there. If you got 500 to put in 250 here, another 250. If you got 300, put in 150 here and another 150 here, right? Buy the bottom of that and also buy the top of that. Sorry, I just did the opposite, top and then bottom, right? So just keep that in mind. And then if you see ETH drop again, don't just buy. People do. The worst advice you'll hear on social media is buy the dip, buy the dip. It's like, no, don't just buy the dip. But you buy the dip at key levels in which prices might reverse, right? So remember that. Don't just buy the dip because you just buy the dip. Here's a really good example. You saw prices drop, right? It wouldn't make sense to buy here. Like, why would you buy here? It doesn't make sense, right? But if you buy here, it makes more sense. Why? Everyone look at the chart. Hope you guys are looking at the chart because I know some of you are at work, some of you are in the kitchen getting the kids ready for school and so on. It makes more sense to buy here. Why? Because when prices hit here the first time, it ran up. So now the second time if I see prices drop, I'll be like, oh, well, last time it hit here, it bounced up. So it makes more sense to buy the dip here because it's most likely going to bounce up, right? And now if we look again, look what happened here. Right here, we saw consolidation and then prices moved up, right? We saw that consolidation, right? You guys see that consolidation right here? And then prices moved up. So that means if I see prices drop, I'm not going to just buy the dip here. I'm going to wait to that key level, right? And then it bounces toward the upside. What it do, amigo? All right, Ashley. This one's for you because you asked about soul. Okay, so now we're looking at soul. Now after this, you guys, we're gonna do the whole Q&A. Answer some crucial questions that I think every beginner needs to know if they're new to crypto. If you guys are enjoying everything I'm saying, link in the bio for the free crypto class that's happening tomorrow. All right, so Ethereum, sorry, Solana. Let's move this chart over real quick. First, let's zoom out and take a look at Sol. Sol is reaching its most significant level of support, meaning Sol is reaching its strongest level. Side note, Trump just posted a video of Christian. Hey, he did? Yeah, I heard about that. I heard that Ronaldo and Trump were gonna meet and they were gonna talk and they were gonna. I'm like, oh, I think I heard about this yesterday. I'm like, really? I'm like, that's interesting. Like, I didn't even know they knew each other. Like, what? But everyone knows who Ronaldo is. Who do you guys, Ronaldo or Messi? Ronaldo or Messi, bro? You're playing in the FIFA World Cup. It's the first half. You're down by 2. Who are you picking to be on your team, Ronaldo or Messi? Crazy. Crazy. Ronaldo's at the White House right now. Both. Now, you got to pick one. You got to pick one. You can't pick both. You got to pick one. That's true. We got the 7 in the username. You're in the World Cup. You're down by 2. You're coming back from halftime. Who are you picking, Ronaldo or Messi? All right. All right. All right. So now you guys, all right, back to crypto. Back to crypto. You can't say, I feel like you can't say both. You have to pick one. Do you know what one of my friends said? And he's more of a, you know what he said? I'm like, geez, bro. He said, never mind. I don't want to say his answer. Some people will get mad. Okay. So, you guys, Solana's at a major level of support, like crazy level of support. Like if there's any price to potentially buy Solana at, this I think would be a really good price to get some Solana. Like really good price. And the reason why I say that is that this was the bear market, right, for Solana. Solana went all the way down here, all the way to $8 price range, right? We saw price get absolutely obliterated. Now, the thing is, price hit this range and then skyrocketed to hit a new all-time high. But on its way to hitting an all-time high, we saw this range right here. And this range has held Solana up like crazy. You guys can see, right? It hit here. Like, how many times is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, not. This is like multiple times. 9, 10, 11. Right? It came close here. 12 came close. And then now we're kind of creeping close towards this range. This range is such a crucial support for Solana. So let's say Solana ends up breaking down toward this price range. Okay, here's the thing. I want everyone to know this. Don't be scared of the bear market. Don't be scared of bear market. If Sol drops down, like don't be scared of the bear market. And the reason why is that the bear market is your opportunity. The bear market is that buying opportunity. It's the opportunity where you're gonna look back on like everyone that bought here. You know how happy I was. Okay, first of all, I bought Solana even before here. I bought like it's not even displayed on the chart when I first got into Sol, right? But the thing is, when Sol ended up dropping back down again down here, I'm like, oh, I bought that dip. I ate that bad boy up, bought that dip like crazy, right? So with Sol, if Sol breaks this level, which is a very high chance it will, because during the bear market, that's what happens. Prices get obliterated and move towards the downside. I'm willing to buy that dip. I'm willing to buy that dip. But don't have the mindset of, oh, I'm not going to buy any Sol until I see it hit here. You don't know how low it's going to go. We don't know if Sol is going to go below $10 again, right? Here we saw it below $10. Here we saw it below $10. We don't know if that's going to happen. But accumulating at this major level, I'm fine with that. I am okay with that, knowing if it does go lower, then I'll buy a little bit more Sol, right? And remember, Sol is one of the few cryptos that has an ETF, right? The first day of its ETF, it did 69.3 or 69.7 million dollars, right? So yeah, Sol can go down, but I significantly doubt Sol's gonna go down to where it went before, which was at $8. Right. So that's just my opinion. That's just my thought. But I think Sol is definitely one you should have on your list, potentially look to buy. At the key levels. At the key levels. Remember that, you guys. So don't listen to these random people who are just like, buy the dip, buy the dip. No, 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 no. We buy the dip, right? Claw one. Buy the dip, comma, at key levels, period. I should actually buy the dip at key levels, one sentence. All right. So, is there any other crypto project you guys want me to cover? Because if not, then I'm going to answer some of the Q&A, some key crypto questions that people have been asking me, or that Tatiana has gotten for me to answer for you guys. Question number one is, how many crypto coins should you own? All right. So if you have any questions, you're like, I need to know the answer, ask your question right now. Now, how many crypto coins should you own? So, okay, here's how I view it. BTC. What's your question about BTC? Did you do ICP? No, I didn't do ICP. There's not, okay, here's the thing. RD, I don't know how to read that name. RD Locks. Is it RD Locks? And yeah, we did BTC. We already did BTC. We always do Mama Bitcoin first. We always got to do Mama Bitcoin first. Thank you, RD Lock. I didn't do ICP. You want me to do TA on it? Or you just want me to talk about it? If I can talk about it, is I will say be really, really careful with ICP. And the reason why I'll say be really careful with ICP, because ICP had a crazy crash, right? Right, like, look, if we zoom out on ICP, that's how it looks like, right? And it's like, right, it hurts, right? So look at that, like, I can't even include this part because then it looks weird, but you can see like just a strong, it just kept dropping, right? And it just kept dropping. It had this little run up, but overall, like, it just continues to drop, right? So that's why when it comes to ICP, it's just one of those crypto projects that I say you have to be really careful, because when you just look at its historical chart, it has these bit of a spike, but more or less it just drops, right? Like it has these spikes towards the upside, but overall it just continues to drop, right? And it's just been like that for a while. Like even if you look at, and I know it kind of sounds negative, I sound like a hater, but I just prefer being 100% honest with you guys and telling you guys what I actually see, instead of just, yeah, this crypto project gonna go to $1 billion tomorrow, right? We can just see overall it just moves down, And even when it does have its little spikes like down, 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 right? You can see it's a clear downtrend, nice run. I won't lie, that's a nice run, right? We clearly see that, but just spike, then goes down, little spike goes down, like, right? It just gets smaller. So even if it does come down, it's probably like it'll spike up again, but it'll probably be like that. So just really be careful with these crypto projects. If you're down on your position, then what I look to do, you can continue dollar cost average if you think it's going to do well. Obviously, continue to stake it so you could get a little bit of a free. But if I'm a little bit disappointed in the crypto with the way it's performing, what I would do if I don't want to lose my money is when it spikes is when I'll take profit depending on how big the spike is and what price I bought it at. I don't know what price you bought it at and so on. But the other thing I do, and this could apply to any crypto, is I'll even swap it for another crypto that I think over time can do better, right? If you think over time this will do better, then hold on to it, right? Like obviously stake it, hold on to it, get some passive income from it. But if you think it won't run back to where it ran back like previously, then I'll swap it for another crypto like that has historically shown it can consistently run up higher. So T looks like it broke above. I don't really understand what you mean. Thank you for the gifts. I appreciate that. What in the world just happened? What? Huh. That's weird. Okay. I don't know what you mean by that. T looks like it broke above. So now, next question. Someone asked me how many how many crypto coins should you be holding? All right, so here's how I view it. When it comes to crypto project you're holding, give yourself a number and that's the minimum amount of money you invest in any crypto. So example, don't be like, okay, I'm gonna invest in this crypto and we're gonna put in $100. Like, if that makes you happy, okay, you can do that. But the question you have to ask yourself is, if that crypto project does 100x, will I be happy with that $100 profit? If the answer is yes, then okay, yeah, put in $100 in that crypto because it means if you double your money, it'll do well, right? Now, if you lose 50% of that money that you put into that crypto, so let's say you only put in 100, you lose 50%, it goes to $50. Will you be okay with that? If you're gonna be okay with that, then okay, good. Now ask yourself, am I willing to go higher, right? And when you go higher, just ask yourself that question again. If this goes up and it doubles, will I be happy? If the answer is no, then go higher. Like, what's the amount where if it doubles, I'm going to be happy? And that's the minimum you should put in a crypto. And if it goes down 50%, I'll be disappointed, right? Like, I'll be okay if it goes down 50%. So that's the number. And based on that number, then you know how much cryptos you can hold. So if you have $5,000, right? If your number of doubling, like your 1,000 turns into 2,000, that makes you happy, great. If that doesn't make you happy, like that's not enough money, then up your minimum to 1,500 per crypto, right? Find out what your minimum is, and that's how much money you should put in, and that'll help you understand how many cryptos you can have in your portfolio. I hope that makes sense. That's just my little thing that I made up where I'm like, I feel like this makes the most amount of sense. Like, because it helps you manage your risk and it helps you also buy multiple crypto projects. Let me know if you guys like that one. Let me see some taps. You guys like the lives? Let me see some likes on the screen. If you're like, that's a good little gem. Let me know, let me know, let me know. That's it. What is DCA and should I do it? Let me see. Is there any likes on the screen? Jordan, give me that like. RD Laux, gave me the like. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate it. Okay. Now, okay. I think where prices are just starting to drop, I'm not in a rush to suddenly dollar cost average, right? Like I'm not in a rush to buy Bitcoin at 110K. Like what? Like I'm not. But at 90K, at 87K, at 70K, at 60K, at 50K, at 40K, yeah. So that's just one thing. That's my thing when it comes to dollar cost averaging is do it. Yeah, it's great. But I wouldn't be in a rush to do it as soon as prices start going down. Wait for it to go down maybe a little bit more. And then I'll start the dollar cost average. This is if the bull market just ended. That's how I would play it. All right. Should I go all in on one crypto? Okay. I have a question right now. If you have gone all in on one crypto before, put a yes in the chat. Put a all, put a all, put ALL, put a all. If you have gone all in on one crypto before, where just like literally one crypto and you put, when I say all in, like you put like maybe 85 to 90% of all your money in that one crypto. Has anyone ever done that? I want to see. Let me know. Oh, no one's done that. That's good. All in on BTC is fine. I want to know who's done that. All right, no one. Okay, that's pretty good. Do you think BTC will continue to drop today? Today? Well, the stock market I have. Which crypto, Ashley? Which crypto did you go all in on? Mostly XRP. You went. I hope you went all in on XRP when XRP was before the lawsuit. I mean, sorry, during the lawsuit, because that's when XRP was super cheap. All $10. Yo, stop. Near protocol. Really interesting. Know what? I understand near protocol. Near protocol was on the top performing AI crypto project. Uh, I'm very new to all this. Average buy is $2. Your average buy for XRP is $2. Actually, if you're new to all of this, check the link in my bio for the free crypto class that I'm having tomorrow. Neo Protocol is understandable because it did really well. So, what's it called? All right. So here's the thing: we're going all in on a crypto. I I think there's very few crypto projects you should go all in on. Like, so when I say all in, okay. So here's the thing: we're going all in. It's okay to go all in if you have more money coming in. So I'll give you an example. Let's say every month you have a disposable $200, $300. And you're like, all right, I got $300 disposable to put into crypto. And you put all that $300 into one crypto. Next month, you have another $300 disposable income. And next month, you put in $300 into another crypto. And then next month, you put in $300. So when I say all in, I'm talking about like you only have, let's say, $1,000, 10,000, whatever. And then you take that funds and you put it in one crypto. And like that's it. Like all of your funds are just in one crypto. There's no additional funds coming in. I think that is not like that's terrible. You shouldn't do that. If you get right, yes, you seem like a genius. You're the greatest thing since sliced bread. But if you're wrong, it's like no duh. Everyone be like no duh. You don't do that. You dollar cost. Sorry, you split entrance. You diversify to lower your risk. Blah blah blah. But overall, I think if you do want to go all in, the only cryptos I would really recommend going all in were the five that I mentioned because those are the fives where every single cycle they reach an all-time high. But rule of thumb, like avoid going all in. But you can definitely go all in on your Bitcoin, right? It's like Mama Bitcoin. It's like is the one you never really have to worry about it. Yeah, it goes down, but you don't really have to worry about it. You want to learn so bad? That's good. That is good. You want to learn. You'll learn. That's all it is. It's just learning. And if you find people that know that you resonate with, you can learn from them and you'll achieve your goals. Right? It's like everything else. Right? I see you have your profile picture is you and your daughter. So like I have a daughter, right? And I see them learning and it's like crazy, right? Like I see my kids learning and I realize like it's literally the exact same thing with crypto, right? Like my daughter, she's still learning certain words in French, um, because she speaks three languages. She's learning three languages right now, and I speak French. I only speak to her in French, and um, my wife speaks. She's fluent in French and she's fluent in Spanish. So my wife only speaks to her in Spanish, and I only speak to her in. But the point is like now when she goes up to my wife, she only speaks to my wife in Spanish. When she goes up to me, she only speaks to me in French. And when she goes up to some of her nieces and nephews, because my house is like that house that everyone comes to, they only speaks to them in English. And I remember like seeing her do that one day. I was just sitting there. She came up to me. She's like, Papa, est-ce que je peux, blah, 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 in French. And then she went up to her mom just speaking in Spanish. And then she went up to one of her nephews just speaking to him in English. And I'm like, wow, like she learned it. Like she knows how to do it. And I realized it's like with everything in life. Like if you just take the time to learn, like you'll be able to do it. Like crypto isn't some magical thing. If you just learn, hey, this is support, this is resistance, this is the price I buy, this is split entrance, this is how you read the chart, this is how you read the graph, like you'll be able to do it one day. Like you'll be able to do it and you're like, dang, I made my first 10K. I made my first 50K. Oh my gosh, I did it. I made my first 100K. Like, I never thought I'd get here. But you'll be able to do it. Like I have people in my community where they made their first 1,000, then made their first two, three, then their first 5,000, then their first 10K, right? And they keep going. I have someone who made, who started with like $200 and now he's close towards like 30K. So like, you'll do it. Just keep going, Ashley. You'll get it. Oh, no, single mom. It's hardest thing in the world. Hardest thing in the world. Your mountain time? It's Eastern Standard Time. It's 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I can't, bro, honest, like, oh, I'm sorry. Like, even me with my wife, just with like our kids, I'm like, I swear I need like five other adults here with me. I'm like, I feel like I need five other adults with me. I'm like, so I don't know how you do it. Shout out to the single moms. I don't know how you do it, but shout out to you. Okay, next question. How do I know if a crypto is legit or a scam? Oh, that's a really good question. All right, so easy way to know if a crypto is legit or a scam. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up, bro? Big Nate. What up, Big Nate? How do we know if a crypto is a scam or if a crypto is legit? All right, so here's three simple ways of knowing if crypto is a scam or legit. All right, number one is look up the founders. Who are the founders, right? Can I find these guys everywhere? Can you find the founders everywhere? I'm talking about I can find you on LinkedIn, I can find you on Twitter, I can find you on Facebook. Um, like I can find you on uh yeah, Twitter, LinkedIn. Are you guys on YouTube? Like, can I find you everywhere? Right? Number one. And then number two is what's your background? Right? There's so many cryptos. Typically, the crypto projects that are scams are brand new cryptos. A lot of them are brand new cryptos. Now, there are some cryptos that end up being like Luna. Who remembers Luna? Jeez, anyone remember Luna? I don't know if anyone here remembers Luna. Last bull run, Luna. Jeez, bro. Most disappointing. That was so. Oh my god, that was crazy, right? But that's one easy way. Like, do you find them ever? And then number two, do you find that they're really active on social? Me, you remember Luna? Yo, so much people lost money on Luna. It was crazy. Yeah, you remember Luna? Oh, bro, Luna was crazy. Yeah. So that's what I would say. Find out they're everywhere, and make sure that they're actively posting and talking about their projects, and you see a lot of people supporting them, like a large following and a lot of people supporting them. Because if not, then it's like, what is this crypto? Okay. Next question is, can you still make money in crypto in 2025 at this stage? I know prices are going down. Can you still make money? Yeah, I think you still make money even with prices going down. People lost millions. Oh yeah, people lost so much money. Oh, you remember too, Big Nate? Yeah, people lost so much money off Big Luna. Here's the thing with Luna though, like Luna went parabolic, like boom, it went like this, right? That's why I always say when it comes to crypto, the faster it moves up, the the faster it moves up, the faster you have to take profit. Like if you see a crypto doing this, like here you can see, right? Like this is a slow grind up. Like it's slowly grinding up, right? But when you see like quick spike up, boom, it always leads to quick spike down. Quick spike up, boom, quick spike down. So whenever you see a crypto do a really fast move like this, you better sell. You better sell, because it's not sustainable, right? Quick spike up leads to quick spike down. So remember to take your profit. All right. So the next question someone asked, is it too late to buy Bitcoin? I don't think it's too late to buy Bitcoin, because I think one day Bitcoin is going to hit $1 million. And I think if you want to secure, if you want to take a bet that has the highest win rate, I think the highest win rate bet is Bitcoin. Like that simple. And I think it's as simple as, like, bro, I saw a video of a girl saying this. There's people who put $1,000 in these small chip techs, in these small chip companies, right? People are like, man, I got into Apple when it was like 10 cents. I bought Starbucks when it was 5 cents. I put in $1,000 in share. Now I have $500,000. I think um, there's those ones where you can get in those super small that are brand new crypto project that are just launching, and you can make a killing 100%. But I think if you want to play it safe, where you're someone where you're like, bro, I got a wife, I got kids, like I'm trying to play this safe, I can't risk all my money, and you just want somewhere to park your money where you know in the future you're gonna walk away with a lot more than you are in your pocket, it's those five crypto projects that I mentioned, right? And I I think it's real hard to buy Bitcoin and lose. It's real hard to buy it and lose. What are your top three coin category with the biggest potential in the upcoming 5 years as it stands? I think the biggest ones are going to be, um, some of them aren't here. I think AI is going to be big, right? I don't think AI is done yet. I think, oh, this is one that no one talks about, and I see certain companies that are like kind of like starting to do it. I think I spoke about it prior. Is betting, right? One company's really good at it. What company is it? They're publicly traded. It begins with the R. Robinhood. So Robinhood implemented it where you can start taking like these little bets on their platforms, right? So the betting industry, because you have a lot of these websites, poly like Polymatic, where we can't really make money off this. We know Vegas makes a buttload of money, right? And we know that when it comes to crypto, right, we have AI, we have security, we have file, we have storage, we have data, right? We have RWA, right? We have real estate, right? We have a Web3, right? But the betting industry is a multi-billion-dollar industry, right? Like there has to be a way of tokenizing. We're tokenizing in real estate. Like why can't we tokenize this, right? So I think future betting is going to be huge in crypto, and there are certain platforms that are doing it really well. And I think one of the first platforms that's going to get into it and do it really well is going to be Coinbase in America. I think Coinbase is going to do it well. Robinhood's already doing it well, and it's going to produce a lot of revenue for them. And yeah, I think all cryptos that are platforms that are able to utilize it correctly, that's going to do really well. So betting, I think AI is still going to do really well. I think RWA is going to do really well. Real world assets. And then robotic, I think robotic is going to crush it. I think robotic is going to do really, really, really well too. Um, and then what would be a fifth one? Nathan, man, you asked me such a good question. You stomped me. Um, I'm not sure about the fifth one. I have to get back to you. Thank you, thank you, thank you for the goat. Give me that goat. Uh, had That's a good question. When do I think Bitcoin will bottom out? I think I I honestly don't know when Bitcoin will bottom out, but but one thing I will say is I think you'll be able to catch the bottom of Bitcoin if you keep buying the highest at the price where prices are most likely to bottom out. So this is what I mean. Prices are most likely to bottom out within these ranges, right? Like I doubt it's gonna be this range, but range one, range two, range three. Right? Like it's most likely gonna bottom out at this range. Right? It's like it's most likely gonna be here. The thing is we don't know which one it's gonna be. So what the heck do you do? What you do is you take your money and you divide it. And then every single time you see prices hit here, you buy. If it hits here, then you keep buying. And if you hit here, you keep buying. Anyone who tells you, yeah, Bitcoin's gonna bottom at 45K, they're like, where are you pulling that out of? Like, where are you pulling that out of? They're making that up. That's everyone just sharing their opinion. Everyone is sharing their opinion. Because you have to realize the only evidence you have in potentially knowing when Bitcoin's bottoming up is looking at Bitcoin's historical performance. You guys have already done all this. On average, from the bull market high to the bear market low, Bitcoin will go down between 80 to 90 something percent. I think it was between like 85 to 92% or something, right? From its all-time high to its bear market low, right? Right? We only have so many cycles, right? We don't have 100 cycles, like 100 data points, right? We're limited. We literally have 3, 4 cycles to really measure, right? So out of those cycles, we're looking at minimum 80% drop from its all-time high. So because that's the only points we have it from, like those are the only data points we have, which is 3, which is absolutely terrible. It's terrible. You want at least like, if you're trying to collect data, at minimum you want 100 samples. Ideally you want 1,000 samples, but because of crypto, like we don't have 1,000 bull markets, right? So the best way to do it, high reversal level, we buy some here. High reversal level, we buy some here. High reversal levels, we buy some here, because these are just the ranges in which if prices do drop down, it's most likely going to bounce back within the upside. So I think that's like the most logical way to go about it. Everything else is either a gamble or you're just being emotional, right? So that's my thoughts on it. Pat World says 75 to 88K. It can hit that range. We'll see. Why is XRP crashing? Why is XRP crashing? Is Bitcoin crashing? That's why XRP is crashing, because Bitcoin's crashing. Bitcoin's down 1%. So when Bitcoin goes down, I can't even read your name. When Bitcoin goes down, everything else goes down. XRP is only down down almost 2%. Oh, you're right. XRP is going down more than everything else. That's interesting. Huh. Why is that? That's very interesting. What are your trading strategy? Buy the dip. Your name is RCI Trader. Seems like you have a trading strategy. Hope your trading strategy is working out well for you, RCI Trader, and you make a buttload of money. All right, next question. Next question. Okay. Whoa. I just clicked here and it's showing me an update of everything. And I'm noticing now you guys been... geez, my water bottle is done, huh? Institutions going to eat up the dip while retail panics. 100% right with it, Big Mike. How you doing, bro? Boom. What did I miss? You guys, this is a little bit off topic. You guys seen that clip? Oh man. Guys, like, do you have guys? Do you have guys? That Drake clip from the Moving Guys? Like, I know you have guys, but do you have guys? That's good, man. I think there's a lot of different strategies you can. Well, I don't think I know. There's a lot of different strategies you can implement as long as if you're making money, it works, right? Oh, I always buy when it's oversold. I look for congruency between the RSI and the support. As long as it gets above the 50 SMA, then I do my entrant. Like, there's a lot of different strategies you can implement, right? It all depends on your risk management, and if it suits within your risk management, then you're good. All right, next question is can I still make money in crypto in 2025? Of course you can still make money in crypto in 2025, bro. Come on. New here, what do you think about XRP? I think XRP has to hold above $2, and I think, okay, I have a few thoughts with XRP, because XRP is a really rare crypto. And what I mean by rare crypto means it went through something that we haven't seen other crypto go, right? Like, if you look at how XRP moved, look, check this out. So here's my thought with XRP is XRP went through this annoying stage, right? It went through this. Right, it went through this. This was the lawsuit. Like, this was the lawsuit. And it was really annoying that XRP had to go through the lawsuit. And it wasn't XRP's fault. Like, it was the SEC going after XRP. So the reason why I say XRP is a rare crypto is because we don't know how XRP would have performed if it wasn't in the lawsuit. So when I see people who hate XRP, it's like, bro, you're not really hating out on a fair level. And when I see people who love XRP, it's like, bro, you got to be careful, because now we're going to really see what XRP's potential is. And the reason why is because when we had the bull run and prices of everything was pumping, XRP wasn't running up. And it wasn't running up because of the lawsuit. with the SEC, which makes perfect sense. And then once the lawsuit, the SEC finished, boom, we saw prices like run up like crazy, like this massive run towards the upside, right? Pull back, and they had another massive run towards the upside. So now we're finally able to see like, okay, well, how good is XRP? Like, how well can XRP actually perform? So that's why, like, for me, I'm not like XRP is the greatest crypto in the world. No, you can't say that. Oh, XRP sucks. It's going to $0. No, you can't say that either. Like you can't be an extremist. You have to look at the chart and see what is the chart telling you. Like XRP was held down. Okay. Now XRP is let loose. Okay. Crypto. Um. Whoa. What? It seems like you can hear me. Can you guys see me? Because my screen looks like it's black for some reason. You guys, let me know in the chat right now if you can still like, whoa, who is that? They just sent me all that crazy gifts. Thank you, Stephanie. I appreciate it. Okay, yeah. Okay, it's back now. It's back now. I don't know what happened. Okay, we back now. Okay, we back. Okay. Yo. Yo. Okay. Yes, but I was having issues too. Same. Can now. All right, perfect. All right, we're back. We back. All right. You guys, if you have your questions, let me know and I'll answer your guys' questions. Right? Drop your questions because my goal is to get like everyone to get their crypto wallet nice, big, fat, and juicy. Okay? Crypto wallet should be looking so good that when your wife sees it, she jumps on you. Okay? That's how it should. So ask me all the questions. Let me scroll up. If, by the way, if I ignore your question, I'm not ignoring you. I'm just scrolling up to answer everybody's questions in order. It's okay, Nate, and you'll see the clip. Um, can now. We can't see you. You can see me now. DJ Smooth, what's up, bro? It's been a while. It's been a while since I've seen you. Good to see you. Just came back up. Can now. Perfect. Yes, but I was having issues. Great. Stephanie, how's your trading going? It's going good. Haven't done any trades recently. Um, we bought really cheap, so it also changed your voice pitch at the same time. My voice pitch, like what? I sound like what? It made my voice super high or something. That's weird. But we're good. We're good. Thank you very much, Stephanie. You are very generous. You are very generous. Too glam to give a exploring classical. Cat lover. Thank you for the gifts. Uh, what are some things would look for in crypto for long term? Um, I'm trying to understand like what are you trying to invest in crypto for the long term? Is that what you're doing? Thumbstick. If you're investing in crypto for the long term, thumbstick, what I would do is anytime I would see crypto do big drops, I'll buy. But it's thank you, Diego. It's all good you're a little late, bro. It's all good you're a little late. Yeah, so if I want to do crypto, if I'm looking to make money, okay, here's the thing. I truly believe this. I think if you're doing crypto for the long term, there's absolutely no reason why you cannot hit seven figures. I'm gonna say it, just my personal opinion. I could be completely wrong. Random black guy on TikTok, YouTube talking. I think if you're doing crypto for the long term, there's no reason why you can't hit seven figures. There's no reason why you can't hit six figures. Six figures in crypto, you're doing long term, easy. Candy from a baby. Easy. There's no reason why you can't. Like there's no like so easy. All you would have to do, right? All you would do is this. Like, all you would do, long term, six figures. This is it. Pick a crypto that always goes up in price, right? We know which those are. There's only like 4 or 5 of them, right? 4 or 5 of them. Pick one that always goes up in price. There's only 4 or 5 of them. Every single of those crypto projects goes down to key levels we buy. Key levels we buy. Key levels we buy. Key levels we buy. Bear markets, massive accumulation. Massive accumulation. We buy a lot during bear market. Buy. Massive accumulation during the bear market. You're going to win. No way you cannot win, because history will show us that those crypto projects, our Bitcoin, our Ethereum, our Solana, BNB, blah, 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 they always run up. This massive accumulation. You guys, I literally invested a few $1,000s and made 6 figures. I have put in a few $100s and made 6 figures. Right? I'm gonna talk about that. I'm gonna talk about that in the crypto class that I'm having. Right? Link in the bio right here. I'm gonna talk about that. Literally a few $100s that turned into 6 figures. And I explained the strategy. So I think 6 figures in crypto is not that hard. Like, it's not that hard. I know it may think, oh, geez, like 6 figures. 6 figure can be anything between 100K to 900K, right? But just that first 100K, I think it's so possible. It's so achievable, right? It's very, especially in the bear market when everything crashes. Oh, it's very possible. Now, it won't happen in 1 day and 2 days, but it can definitely happen in one cycle. I think it can be done in 1 year, in 2 years. It can definitely be done. You can definitely hit 6 figures within 1 year or 2 years. I definitely, even less, to be honest. But that's just my opinion. I could be completely wrong. I'm just a random guy, but I can say I've done it. I have honestly done it. So you guys can do it too. And I'm a regular guy. I didn't dump like 50,000. No. Like when I started with crypto, you guys see it in the back. You guys see it in the back, right? You guys want me to get it? You guys see it in the back. I'm gonna get it for you guys. Right here. You guys know how much money I started with in crypto, right? Right here. Right here. This is laminated. It's laminated, you guys. It's laminated to remind me, right, how much I started with and what I was able to achieve, right? $5 how much I started with my first trade, because I was so scared to lose money. So I only put in $5. I put in $5 my very first time. So I always keep it there to remind me every time I step in my office, remember what you started with, $5. But that $5 turned into $15. And that gave me proof that, man, if I can turn $5 to $15, then if I had $1,000, I would turn it to 3,000. And if I had 5,000, I would turn it to 15,000. Right? It just gave me that confidence to keep going. I remember when I made my first $1,000. And I remember what I made from crypto surpassed what I made from my fancy corporate 9-to-5 job. So I just want to let people know, like, just start with what you got. You might be someone where, man, I only got $5 to put in that $5, right? Start paying down your ignorance tax, because there's just information you need to learn. And once you start learning that information, then you'll be able to execute on the correct information and help you achieve your goal. I truly believe everyone can be auspicious, right? It just requires a certain level of diligence and commitment. If you're not willing to be diligent and committed, don't complain at the life someone has if you weren't willing to do what they're willing to do, right? It's like looking at that guy with six-pack abs and be like, I hate him. Look at his six-pack abs. Yeah, he eats right and he goes to the gym. What, like, He eats right and goes to the gym. So why are you complaining his body's the way that it does? If you start doing the same thing, you'll have the exact same results. So I'm a huge believer of that. Do what they do and you'll have the same result. Tony Robinson says that, right? I don't know if you guys know who Tony Robbins is. He's great, but the easiest way to achieve success is model those that have done it. It's all good, DJ Smooth. It's all D. What's up? What's up, D? What's up? What's up, D? Good morning. Good morning. D, you told me to come on in the morning. I came on in the morning. So I'm here. Uh, it's all good, DJ Smooth. You can be driving. There's a guy who bought $10 every day of BTC. Now is a millionaire. I saw that. I saw that, Mike. Big Mike, I saw that post on Twitter and it showed all of his buys. He just kept buying at $10 for for a long time. There's the thing. I saw that. I don't know how long he bought $10 a day for. That's the thing. But if you think about $10 a day, that's so doable, right? There's 30 days in a month, $10 a day. That's $300. Like that's $300. Like legit, when I go out with the wifey, we're spending like close. No, we're not spending 300. But like, if you go out to a dinner, a conservative dinner, you go to like uh, a Moxie's or something, you're spending like 150. You're spending 180, right? So it's like we can all scrape up $5 to $10 a day. That's lunch money. Back in high school, $10. Go to cafeteria. Back in university days, $10. Come on, we can scrape that up. D's laughing. Yeah, D, you said come on in the morning. Even the wifey's like, you should go on in the morning because then we can go on our lunch dates. I'm like, you're right. So, Big Mike, do you remember how long that guy who was buying $10 a day and he ended up making like a few million? Do you remember how long he bought it for? Like how long he was doing the $10 a day for? Because I know it was for a while. I know it was for a while. Like it was a good amount of time. It wasn't like, oh, he did it just for 1 year. Yeah, he did start way back. It was way back in the days. Your wife seems so sweet. Yeah, she's incredible. She is. Thank you, D. I appreciate it. Yeah, it was way back in the days. But same principle applies, man. Pick a number, and but this is the one thing I will say about the $10 a day strategy is I would change it up right now. I would say put $10. This is how I would modify the $10 a day. If you're like, man, I barely have money in crypto, but all right, I'll try to do $10 a day. Drop it up to $5 a day if you have to. And this is how I would do it, right? Here's a little strategy where you can modify it to work. So crypto runs up, right? So let's say, okay, let's switch it to the daily candle. Oh, this is perfect. All right, $10 a day crypto strategy, right? So how you would modify it. Number one, if I'm doing $10 a day, I might, you can do Bitcoin, but I might maybe look to do it for like Solana. But this is how I would do it. Each of these candlesticks represents 1 day, right? So let's find somewhere really simple. All right, so here we go, right? This is 1 day. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. And then we see prices moving down a little bit. So what I would do instead, just to switch it up, right? Let's do here, is I'll do my $10 or $5. Let's do $5 to make it even easier. I'll put $5 right here, right? Next day when prices are green, I won't buy anything. I won't buy $5. Next day, instead of buying $5, I'll put $10. So I take my $5 from here that I didn't buy because prices were green, combine with my $5 that I should have put right here because prices are red, and I'll put $10 here. Here, $5 I won't buy, right? Another $5. Now I'm at $10 I won't buy. This $5, right? Instead of putting 5, now I put 15, right? Because it's 5 with 5 and then this 5, so now I put $15 here. Every time it's green, I don't buy, but I note how much money I would have bought, and then on the next red day, I allocate. So I don't buy 5 here, I don't buy 5 here. Then here I put in 15. I don't buy 5 here, so then here I put 10, and then here I put another 10. And the reason why I would do it like this is because number one, it avoids you from buying when prices are moving up, and you're buying when prices are moving down. That way, when you miss the green days and then you have your red days, you're putting in more money at a cheaper price than you are just buying randomly, right? So that way you're maximizing the cheaper price and you're lowering, right, the upper, more expensive price movement. And you do that in the bear market, I don't know how much money you'll end up spending, but at the end of the day, when price ends up doing a 3x, because keep in mind, you guys, people are like, oh, Bitcoin doesn't move up in price, blah, blah, blah. It's like, okay, if you want the safest crypto, you want to do Bitcoin. Now, you can do it for Ethereum, Solana. You can do this for BNB. You can do this for ADA. You can do this for whatever crypto you like, right? But just keep in mind, if you want the safest crypto, you want to do this for Bitcoin, right? The safest crypto. But also keep in mind, Bitcoin did an 8x. Bitcoin did about an 8x this bull run, right? So let's say you kept doing this strategy and you ended up putting in like $5,000. That's it. You still made 40K, right? You still made 40K, right? 5 times 8 is 40, right? So you still made $40,000 from a $5,000 investment. What? That's pretty good. That's a win. And you did it the safest way possible, doing it with Bitcoin. Come on, bro. Come on, you guys. It's a win-win. It's a win-win. I just gave you guys a strategy right there, right? Strategy right there. If you guys like that one, tap the like. Let me see those likes. Let me see those hearts on the screen right now. Let me see the likes on the screen. For everyone on YouTube, give me a like. Give me a like or a subscribe. Let me get a like. Oh, there we go. Miss T gave me the like. Thank you, Miss T. I appreciate that. Stephen gave me that like. Style gave me the like. DJ Smooth. Nate gave me the goat. Thank you, Nate. I appreciate that. Gigs. Star, I appreciate that. Google. Was that Google group? Thank you, guys. Thank you very much, right? I feel like sometimes like I know all these things, but it's hard for me to be like, oh, let me share this now. Let me share there now. Versus when you guys ask me a question, then I'm like, oh, okay, here's the answer, right? Like, here's the answer to that. And then versus, oh, you asked me this question. All right, now here's the answer to that, right? Because technically this, like I think about it, I'm like, I should have shared this like a long time ago, but no one asked me the question that made me think, oh, let me tell them this strategy. But that's good. You guys are asking good questions. Great idea. Can you recommend a couple stocks to do with that? So I do crypto. I don't do stocks. Like I don't heavily buy random stocks, right? Like if you want to do that for stocks, the safest way, because this is like the safest way, then you can do it with all your blue chip stocks, right? I think one company that's going to do really, really well, the stock is already expensive in the sense, you can say expensive, but that's going to do really, really well is Amazon. I'm going to say it right now. I think Amazon is going to do really, really, really well. And the reason why was I was listening to this podcast. It was like a 3-hour podcast. And there's this one guy, he's up there. Like when I say he's up there, like he's a billionaire. And then he gave his reasoning. I'm like, I never thought about that. I'm like, that's genius. And that makes perfect sense. So this is what he was saying. Yeah, 100%. The more money you make, you care more. Like when you're at that price range where you're making, okay, I won't give exact numbers, but when you feel like you're a lower income individual, when you feel like, man, I have a really low income, your goal is to maximize your income. But then once you start getting up there, it goes from maximizing to like, how can I avoid paying so much taxes? How can I protect my income? right? Like, let's say I'm gonna start a business, like, and it requires $1 million to start the business. Like, do I really want to put up $1 million in the business? I can just take that $1 million and put it in Bitcoin, right? And I know Bitcoin is gonna 10x from 100K is gonna hit $1 million. So my million is gonna turn into 10 million, right? Instead of trying to 10x this business, I know I can put my money in Bitcoin. It's gonna 10x, right? So when you start getting into, once you start like you have larger capital, right? You go from let me scale to how can I like protect and just gradually go up. Good. I'm happy you said that, Nana. I'm really happy you said that. I'm really, really happy you said that. Good. I'm happy it really opened up your. Nana, that's why. That's why every time. Number one, you give me like the best compliments ever whenever you comment on my videos. But that's why when I was I think it was last time you commented, you said, "Man, Naicke, I wish I met you in 2022. It would have saved me so much pain, so much struggles. But I'm grateful I found you now." That was a very nice compliment. And I responded to you. I don't remember what I said, but I remember I responded to you. But overall, I just wanted to explain where you don't need a lot of money to crush it in crypto. You can make that much money. And I kind of just and I guess I say that, but I don't always give examples. But that's one of those examples where you guys have seen where just a $5,000 investment in Bitcoin would have made you 40K. Now you may ask how long would it have taken you? It would have taken you 2 years. Like that's it in 2 years. And you might think, oh, 2 years is far, but it's like, it's 2 years, you guys. Where else in this world are you going to put in 5K? Leave it, do nothing, live your life, take your girl out, take the wife out, take the kids out, go to your resorts, go to dinner, hang out, live your life, have fun, do your thing. And then that 5,000 going to turn into 40K. On top of that, it would have been more than 40K because you would stake it in the meanwhile and still get paid out free Bitcoin, right? It's not a lot of Bitcoin, but you're still getting paid a little bit of extra, right? So I hope that helps, Nana. Appreciate it. Okay, sorry, I meant crypto. Sorry, you meant crypto? Um, oh, okay, which Oh yeah, yeah. I can give you a couple of cryptos to do this. You can do it with all your big chip cryptos. So all your big chip cryptos, like your Bitcoin, your Ethereum, your Solana, your BNB. Okay, here, let me show you. Instead of just saying it, someone messaged me. They're like, "Don't say it, show us." And I'm like, "All right, okay." So Bitcoin, your Ethereum, your BNB, your Solana. Be careful with this one. Tron technically is, but yeah, and your Tron. Yo, shout out to Tron, bro. The fact that Tron is a crypto project that came out in stinking 2018 and ran all the way to hit a new all-time high this year, like that's so impressive, right? Only those five. So this strategy that I talked about works really well for those five. Can you do it for other cryptos? 100% you can do it for other cryptos, but those five works well. Okay. I think I answered that. Big Mike said, yeah, we talked about what podcast is it. The podcast was it was Ice Coffee Hour. Ice Coffee Hour D. That's the podcast. It's called Ice Coffee Hour. And the guy's name is called Charlie. So type in Ice Coffee Hours Charlie. So down to 75 to 85K, then back up on BTC. I don't really understand what you mean. You were down 75, 85K, then you were back up, or you think BTC is going? I don't really get what you're saying. Um, I'm not sure. I have to look into that. I will say this though, overall DJ Smooth. I have to look into that. Let me see. Is that right now you have to be careful with some of these layer two crypto projects, right? Because when the market goes down, just know they're all gonna dump like crazy, right? Like the market's gonna dump like crazy. So just be careful. I have to look into it because I'm not sure about that crypto. Desalanes, you're welcome. What are you doing? Just came here. What am I doing? I'm chilling. I'm talking to my people. You're welcome, D. Thank you for all the likes. I appreciate that, you guys. I appreciate that. Hang on. Let me see something real quick. You guys drop your questions in the chat. If you guys don't ask your questions, then there's the other questions I'll cover. And remember, you guys, the class is tomorrow. The class is tomorrow. We're having it. All right. So next question is how do I keep my crypto safe? Thanks on the info for. Yeah, sorry I couldn't go more into depth, but because I don't know it super well, I don't want to. But just be careful. Okay, I will say this: virtual, like anything that happens with AI, virtual is typically gonna do well. Anything that happens with AI agents, virtual is gonna pump. And if virtual pumps, then the crypto project on virtual are gonna do well, right? Virtual is gonna do well, and the crypto project on virtual is gonna pump. Okay, next question. How do I keep my crypto safe? Super easy. Get a hardware wallet. Get any hardware wallet, right? 2 hardware wallets I'll give you guys right now. Sometimes I wish I can play my music out loud with you guys, but I can't because I'm on YouTube. Hardware right here. What in this? What is this? Why am I getting this weird pop-up? There we go. All right. You can get a Trezor wallet or you can get a Ledger wallet, right? There's where you can store your crypto. If you want to store your crypto for a really long time and you want to keep it safe, like you can do this, or Ledger wouldn't even be my number one option, but yeah, you can do Ledger. And then the Ledger wallet. Best way to keep your crypto safe. And to be, and here's the thing with these like hardware wallets, like it's not like, oh, this one sucks. You have the sucky one. It's like it really depends what you want to do and what crypto you're holding, right? Like more or less, if you're just like, hey, I'm gonna buy some Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, I just want to hold it for a really long time. Any hardware wallet will do just fine. Like all the popular mainstream ones will do just fine, right? Like it's not like, oh, you're missing out, ha ha ha. Like it's not nothing too crazy. All right. What is the biggest players manipulate? What question is, why do big players manipulate the crypto market? Oh, that's a really good question. Why do big players manipulate? Does anyone care for me to answer that question? It's really simple because they want to make money. Here, I'll teach you guys a trick. Right? Oh, okay. I see one question someone asks is, oh, what's liquidation? What is the difference between spot, futures, and options? These are good questions. All right. So I'll answer this question and then I'll answer some of these questions real quick. Before I answer this question, I want to drop in the chat right now. This is what I'm interested in knowing. Drop in the chat right now what crypto project you put the most amount of money in. I just want to know, like, which crypto out of all the cryptos you're holding, which crypto? I actually forget. Okay, I want to know who here has zero money invested in crypto. I just want to see. Put put a zero right now if you have zero money invested in crypto. BTC is my biggest holding. ING is my biggest holding. LOL. Okay, your big. Okay, drop this. Drop this. I want two things. Put down your biggest holding. If you have zero crypto, put a zero in the chat. Like you're holding zero crypto. And if you are holding crypto, put down your biggest holding. Really? D. Oh, I didn't know that. See, this is interesting. I learned a lot about you guys. XRP. That's fine, D. We're gonna work our way up. I like the fact you come to the live stream though, because then you come and you learn, and then because you learn now you know, like before putting in like a large amount of money. H bar. Okay, XRP, I can see that. H bar. Okay. Nature Love said H bar. Okay, I see that. Injective. Okay. All right. PB. Injective did really well. Did you make good money from it? Injective did really well. Last bull run. I think this bull run also had some nice runs. Some really nice runs. I made some money off that too. That's good. Okay. So interesting. I honestly thought most people in crypto were like me, but then the more I got to know, I'm like, no, people aren't like me. Like I used to think everyone's biggest holding position was either Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, because those are my biggest position. But then the more I talk to people, it's like, no, people aren't investing in Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana like that. I'm like, oh, geez. So I learned a lot. All right, I'm gonna go through some of these last. We got a little bit more questions left, you guys. That's interesting. All right, but now I know. Now I know. All right. So we answered that question. We answered that. Next question. Why do big players manipulate the crypto market? All right. So I'll answer it in a way that it will actually help you make money instead of just answering that question. If you want to know when you should buy a lot of crypto or when you shouldn't, go to this website, go to the liquidation chart, right? And you look at this. Green means prices are going to go up. Red means prices are going to go down. All right. Click on the past 7 days. We've seen crypto go down right now. Why are we seeing crypto go down? What in the world happened? Because all of these people were doing 100x. So the easy way of explaining 100x, I'll just put it simple. They were borrowing money, a lot of money, 100x money that they didn't have, right? They were borrowing money that they didn't have. So because they were borrowing money that they didn't have, people that were borrowing money that they didn't have, they were all saying, prices are going to go up, prices are going to go up, prices are going to go up, right? So it's kind of like Vegas. Everyone is betting that this team is going to win. Vegas knows if this team wins, they're going to lose a lot of money. Vegas doesn't want to lose a lot of money. So that's why people will be like, the game is rigged and everyone loses. So then Vegas makes a lot of money. This is Vegas. Vegas is wherever there's less amount of votes, right? Vegas controls the market. So when you start seeing majority of people think prices are going to go up, you should bet that prices are going to go down. One thing I teach everyone in my private community, in my lit Discord, I always say, watch the masses and do the opposite. So if most people think prices are going to go up, you bet it's going to go down. If most people think it's going to go down, you start betting that it's going to go up. Watch the masses, do the opposite, and you'll find out that you'll be right more than you're wrong. Why? How do you know that, Naicke? Because you don't want to bet against Vegas. Vegas, I posted my private community on a few days ago. I'm like, you guys, Bitcoin's going to go down between 93,000 to 89,000, right? Nathan, are you here? Nate. Let me know if you're still here in the chat. So Nate, I know you're in the community. So I posted that. And then literally 2 days after, we saw Bitcoin end up dropping all the way down to 87K. Naicke, how did you know Bitcoin was going to drop down all the way, right? We dropped all the way down to 89K. So not 87, 89K. Why? Because there was massive liquidation. It was $60 million worth of liquidation. I'm like, haha. I'm like, you guys think exchanges are paying out 60 million? You're crazy. You're crazy if you think exchanges are going to pay you out 60 million. They don't want to lose that money, right? So everyone's betting prices were going to go up. Liquidation was at 91 or something, or 92. I'm like, yeah, it's dropping to 87. Boom, just to clear out all them boys. You ain't getting 60 million. Boom, and exchanges collected their money, right? Like, that's the game. So when you talk about why do the question that was why do big players manipulate the market, because they don't want to lose money and they want to make money, right? Now the real question is also is that how can you know and how can you use it to your advantage? Is by going here and just seeing where there's more votes and then do the opposite. I can't see the website. Here, I'll give you the website. That's the website. Screenshot it, D. Got it? Got it? Let me know if you got it, D. Or you left the live stream. Okay. All right. Oh, got it. Okay, perfect. Okay. Okay, so why does everyone talk about the Fed? All right, so this will be the last question, then I'll get going. Everyone talks about the Fed because the Fed controls interest rates, and interest rate determines how much money is in crypto. And if there's a lot of money in crypto, then prices pump. If there's a little bit of money in crypto, then we see prices go up, right? If you guys like these little gems, these little secrets, these little things that I'm sharing, link is in the bio for the crypto class that I'll be having, where I teach the free strategies. And at the end, then I give everyone the opportunity to join my private community. But the reason why the Fed always talks about, everyone talks about the Fed because they control interest rates. Interest rates determines if there's going to be a lot of money in the crypto market, right? When interest rates are low, people buy a lot of crypto, they buy a lot of stocks. When interest rates are high, then people don't buy as much stock, they don't buy as much crypto, right? So that's why everyone talks about the Fed, just so everyone knows. So that's why. All right, you guys, I'm done for today. If you have any questions, drop your questions right now. I'm going to give you guys 15 seconds to ask any questions that you have because I'm super thirsty. Got to get my electrolytes. I know the wifey made me my morning shake. I know she made me breakfast. Gotta go eat now. And then gotta study. Gotta study the crypto market. Side note, for those of you who, I study the market every single day. So study and you'll get better. Just learn. Any questions, ask your questions or forever hold your peace. Thank you for everyone for all the gifts. Thank you for all the likes. Thank you for all the love you guys showed. Thank you, Stephanie. Thank you, DJ Smooth. Thank you, Stephanie, DJ Smooth, Styles, Big Mike, 7.50. That's your name. I don't even know what your name is. I can't even read that. Nature Lover. Thank you, Eliane. I don't know how to pronounce that. Eliane. Havid. Everyone that stayed on. Katie. Big Mike. Mike. Nabil. Appreciate y'all. I think you think we in a recession. It depends. It depends, because if you look at the definition of the recession, is that the economy has shrunk for two consecutive quarter. But I think there was a good article that was released by the economics. So you go to the economics. This is a while ago though. The economics, they were talking about how if you look at U.S. spending, and if you take away the AI spending, then we would already be in a recession. Um, but in regards to like, when I look at all the evidence, though, Big Mike, it seems like a recession is gonna happen, right? Some of the key metrics haven't hit there in regards to like unemployment rate, in regards to the economy shrinking for two consecutive quarters. But overall, like it's not looking good. Like it's not looking good. But here's the thing that is really interesting, and we can loop it back to crypto, is that number one, Bitcoin has never actually been through a recession, right? So Bitcoin launched in 2009, it was currently 0.009, right? Since then, like you would become a billionaire if you just put in $5 in Bitcoin, but it hasn't survived the recession. We went through COVID. COVID is when Bitcoin went from $4,000 to 68,000. And that's because that was the first time where Bitcoin, when we had QE, right? Like this run up right here. And this is where it gets really interesting. I don't talk about this stuff because I feel like most people like go over their head. They don't really pay attention. All right, so here's when the Federal Reserve first implemented QE, right? Well, they implemented repo. QE kind of kicked in here, but regardless, around this time, this is when Bitcoin went from 4,000 to 68,000, right? Like a lot of millionaires were born during this time. Ever since then, we've never had QE, right? Like that was it. We never had QE. Even this, right? Like Bitcoin, in all honesty, should not have done this, because this is Bitcoin defying all odds, like defying all odds. And I think that's one of the reasons why our alts didn't do so well, because Bitcoin was going up under QT. Like it hit all-time high. It didn't just hit all-time high, it doubled, right? Bitcoin did an 8x under quantitative tightening, which is like the most difficult time for prices to run up. But it kind of makes sense because the stock market was running up and the stock market was hitting all-time high. Okay, so now with prices being here, right, we're about to do, right, what happened here, right, we're right here, and what happened here that caused this massive run towards the upside, we're about to do it right now. So what caused this? We're about to do it right now at this price. And I'm just like, dang, like what is that gonna like what is like what's gonna happen? What is that gonna do for the price of crypto? Like that's insane, right? But at the same time, because we've been moving up for 2 years, it's like, So that's why I said this before. I'm like, I think this historical data right here, everything here, out the window is gone, like completely disregarded. And now we have to pay attention to this. And even this, we have to be careful, because Trump came in and he did a lot of things to like push crypto down. And he also did a lot of things to pump crypto up, right? So it's like this year's like we have to be careful using this data. All this data is out the window because now we have banks and governments in crypto. So that's kind of like my perspective on it. I know I talk just about crypto, but I lock in when it comes to the economy. I'm very highly involved. Like I want to see what's China doing. There's websites I watch. Like there are websites. Do you see the way we go on? Like if you want to know, what's happening in the news today, we'll go on like CNBC, right? Like I watch this, listen to these articles, read this stuff. I used to think it was super boring because this affects the price of our crypto, right? There's this version for people that live in China, for people that live in Japan. So I've learned now, I go on those websites and I see it. Like, what are they listening to? Like, what's their government telling them? What are their media telling them? And it gives me a lot more better perspective of what's actually happening in the market. So yeah, take away AI spending. We're in a recession. Include it. We're doing pretty good. More data is coming out. And we're going to see how it plays out. Because what's happening right now in the market has never been happened in the history of crypto. Like we've never seen it. We're uncharted territories. So it's very new. But overall, even though we are in uncharted territory, I truly believe that if you still buy at key prices, key levels, you're going to win. You're going to win. Because we're at a stage right now where now you have countries, banks internationally now buying Bitcoin, right? I think it was a country in Europe. They invested $1 million for the first time ever. They started a test crypto portfolio where they put in $1 million in Bitcoin and they're going to see how it goes. That's one bank. That's just one bank. Now imagine if nationwide all the banks decide to do just a test Bitcoin portfolio. What the heck, bro? Prices are gonna go parabolic. They just do a test portfolio, right? And like we have to keep in mind, Bitcoin is a scarce resource. Yeah, there's not a lot of Bitcoin. Like what is that? Right? Supply, 21 million. That's it. We already have almost 20 million in circulation. We almost have almost 20 million out. That means technically we only have 1 million Bitcoin left. There's not enough Bitcoin for everyone to have. Like you can't even have one Bitcoin. There's not enough Bitcoin for people to have one Bitcoin. So I think what's going to happen, now I'm going on a rant. So here's my prediction for the future. Number one, there's not enough Bitcoin for people to have. Facts. We can see the numbers. Facts number two, there's only about 1 million Bitcoin left until it's all fully in circulation, right? Now, we know it's not going to happen next year, right? Because of the way it works with the halving, blah, blah, blah. I think once all Bitcoin are mined, we're going to reach this level where everyone that owns Bitcoin is going to be able to rent out their Bitcoin the way when most people go to the bank and they borrow money, we're going to be able to lend out our Bitcoin. Like us, like regular people can kind of play that role of being the bank and lending out their Bitcoin. And then you get paid interest on the Bitcoin that you own. I think every single person within the sound of my voice right now should make it a goal for themselves to strive to at least hold one Bitcoin. As impossible as that sound, do not think, oh, I have to get $89,000, right? I have to get $89,000 is impossible. Don't think about that. Just think, okay, let me buy $10, then $100. I'm buy $100. All right, now let me buy $1,000. All right, now let me keep going. All right, after $1,000, all right, let me get to 2,000, 3,000, 4,000. When you get to 4,000, to be like, I just want to get 5,000. I got 4,000, let me just get to 5, and just keep on going. And then one day you'll have one Bitcoin. You have an asset we're at a point right now where a lot of people talk about generational wealth. I think we're at a point right now where for the average person, it is very possible for you to achieve that now. For our parents, right? Or a lot of us, because I know a lot of you guys are like either like you guys are similar to me where you weren't born wealthy, but you're in a lot more better place. Our parents didn't have the opportunities we have now. We have this thinking internet. We have AI. We have cryptocurrency, right? Our parents never had that. So it's like, I think the people who lock in the next few years, they're going to look back and be like, dang. And our kids are going to look back at us kind of like our parents were able to buy a house for like $5 down and they're able to buy some mansion. I think we're going to be able to now look back and be like, yo, like our generation, let's be honest, like you and me right now, some of us missed out. You could have bought in Bitcoin for $1,000, right? You could have. Most of us didn't, right? And I think our kids are going to look back and be like, dang, mom, Bitcoin crashed to 15K, right? Back in 2023. Yeah, I bought some. Yeah, I bought 2, 3, right? And then they're going to look back, oh man, Bitcoin crashed again to $40,000. Yeah, I bought some. That's how we began the process for the life we have now. So that's all. That's my theory on the future. But hey, believe whatever you want. That's just mine. Someone liked it. Crypto Camilla liked it. Gave me a roast. Thank you, Camilla. Gracias, Camilla. I know why I said gracias, Camilla, like you're a Latina. Michael Saylor agrees with you. Yeah, Michael Saylor. Michael Saylor would definitely agree with me. uh, yeah, that's my thoughts, man. Lock in, make it a goal, you guys. Make it a goal. Just get one Bitcoin. That's it. Just buy one. Just try to buy one and just start off with whatever you have. He predicts 1 million to 10 million to 20 million in Bitcoin in the future. Yeah, like there's technically no reason why you shouldn't. Like there's technically like no reason why Bitcoin shouldn't hit those prices. Now it's crazy when we think about like 10 million, 20 million for one Bitcoin. Imagine you grind and you finally own 3 Bitcoin, right? You own 3 Bitcoin and Bitcoin hits 5 million. You got 15 million. With $15 million, you honestly don't have to work for the rest of your life. You can retire. But if you have 15 million, you can retire and pretty much do whatever you want, right? Right, just the interest you can make on 15 million. Right, what's 1% interest on 15 million? What is that? What is that? 150K. Right, you can live off 150K a year. That's not that much if you want to ball out, but you can live comfortably off that. Right, you should up it maybe 350 a year. But yeah, man, get it, you guys. You guys want advice, tips, tricks from me? Everything's in the bio for the free crypto class I'll be having tomorrow. When is that? Pretty sure it's tomorrow. Tomorrow in 7 hours, 56 minutes, and 54 seconds. All right. All right, you guys. I appreciate you. I love you. If you have a question, oh, by the way, here's 2 things that's gonna happen to you right now. Okay. Number 1, you're gonna get a follow request. Not a follow. You might get a follow. You might get a DM from me. It's not me. It's a scammer, someone trying to pretend to be me. All right, so just keep aware that it's not me, someone pretending to be me. Number 2, if you get a DM from me, it's not me. I will never DM you. It's a scammer. If they're like, hey, do this with crypto, do that with crypto, it's not me. It's a scammer. Number 3, if you have a question and you DM me first, then I'll DM you back. I will DM you back then. All right. D said, thank you for your time. Welcome, D. Great to see you. Big Mike. Always good having you in the chat, bro. Always good having you in the chat, Primo. All right, you guys. Love y'all. Appreciate y'all. Much love, everybody. Have a blessed day. And I'll see y'all